Hello, all you beautiful people out there getting slim, trying to get slim. Just started getting slim. Already got slim and couldn't give a shit about getting slim. I just wanted to do a little introduction because there's so many newbies out there, all starting their Mounjaro journeys or just started the Mounjaro journeys. So I thought I'd just pop on and say, hi, my name's Arlene. I am 64 years old. I'll be 65 in a few months' time. I started my Mounjaro journey on the 24th of August, so I'm in week 22, and so far I have lost 3 stone 8.5 pound. I get weighed on Saturdays, so it's coming off nice and steady now. Obviously the first month or two we're getting quite big losses, and now it's steadied out to an average of about £2 a week, which I think is fantastic, especially at this stage. My starting weight was 17 stone 1. I now weigh 13 stone 6.5. Well, that was me, what I weighed on Saturday. So I've still got to go quite a way. I'm just coming up to the halfway mark. I'm getting near the halfway. So hopefully by this coming August, I'll be at target, hopefully. If I keep losing this average of £2 a week, that would be fantastic. Although, I must admit, nearer the time, I do think when I'm trying to get my last stone, or stone and a half, I think my average might drop down to something like £4 a month, you know, because it does slow. The last few pounds are always difficult to get off. Or I might decide I'm happy being 10.5 stone, because I'm going to be carrying that loose skin around as well, so that's like an excess thing. And at the end of the day, I'm 64 and I haven't been 9.5 stone since I was in my 40s. So yeah, everything's going great. At the moment I'm on 6.25, and some of you might be thinking, what? I didn't know there was a 6.25. So I'm just a little bit naughty. I tend to move up gradually. So when I was on 5 for a long time, I felt I wasn't quite ready to go to the 7.5, so I just have less out of my pen. So that is just going up gradually. I haven't had any major side effects. I've had slight, I get where I feel a bit icky throughout the day, which is obviously nausea, but there's different levels of nausea. So I'm not like, oh God, not like that type of nausea. It's more just where I feel a bit ick. And usually once I've had my proper meal of the day, which is usually about tea time, or for those down south, dinner time. It's tea time. 5 o'clock's tea time. That it does settle down quite a fair bit. I do have constipation, however, I've now got that under the control, so I don't actually have constipation anymore. So I do eat lots of fibre, and I also need to take Lactulose, which I get prescribed off the doctor. I get my Mounjaro from a registered pharmacy called MedExpress. I don't pay. You might be thinking, what? Huh? Where? Oh, huh? Because they have this fantastic referral scheme. So basically, every time somebody uses a code, you get £40 off your first order, and I get £40 credit. You know, so if I get 10 people using my code, that's £400 credit. And I haven't paid for a pen since September. So anybody thinking they can't afford to do it, there's ways that you can. And the other thing is about the price. Look at what you're spending on your takeaways. Look at what you're spending on your chocolates, your crisps, and all your junk food that you won't be buying anymore. Also look at the size of the quantity that goes on your plate. So you'll be making food and you'll have enough to feed 4 people, where normally you would have shared that probably between the 2 of you, if there is 2 of you. And now you'll find that you don't. So even the quantity of food that you need to buy to live on throughout the week of healthy stuff is probably about 1/3 of what you would have ate previously. So it actually doesn't really cost you any more money to be on the Mounjaro than what it does to remain obese. The only thing it costs you is your health. So for me personally, it has changed my life. It's also helped with inflammation. So I had bad hips and back pain, knee pain, shoulder pain, elbow pain, you know, top to toe. Pretty much 64-year-old. It's all gone. It's just gone. It's all disappeared. And Mounjaro is known to have anti-inflammatory effects. And could it be down to losing the weight? Of course, that is going to be a big factor. But I felt a difference within the first couple of weeks. So, but even like my shoulders, things like that are not weight bearing, it's helped with that. For those of you who are new, or even if you're not new, whatever, you're listening to this anyway, Oprah Winfrey's been doing a lot of podcasts about the GLP-1 medications. So like your Ozempics and your Mounjaros and things like that. Very, very interesting. She's talking to a lot of scientists, a lot of doctors, psychologists, things like that. Go and give it a watch. I have got a link tree in my bio. You can, if you click into there, then you'll see the links that I've put on for Oprah Winfrey and some other people talking about, scientists and stuff, talking about the GLP-1 medications. And it's just amazing. And they're only at it's like the tip of the iceberg, because they're working now on different medications, hopefully with less side effects, hopefully cheaper, more accessible for the NHS to be able to afford to dish it out. And so many things going on. It's brilliant. And especially I love the part that it's not our fault that we're overweight. We've got faulty hormones in our brain that don't work like normal people who are slim. And people say, yeah, it's because you're greedy, you eat all this stuff. But we eat all this stuff because we don't know when to stop. We're constantly hungry, we're constantly wanting things, constantly craving things. And they've discovered it's all to do with particular hormones. And this GLP-1 medication, targets those hormones so that those hormones will start working. So, you know, if you're in a predisposition to have high blood pressure, you get medication, it puts it right. If you're insulin resistance, I can't say it. I always say insulin resistant, then you're given insulin, aren't you, to regulate your blood sugars. And this is the same. All it's doing is regulating the hormones that are broken in our bodies that make us prone to obesity. So yeah. So go and have a look at them links. And lovely to meet you all. Any questions, if you want any advice or anything like that, you can put in the comments or you can drop me a DM if you want. Any worries, any concerns at all, you're thinking of doing it and you're just like, oh, I don't know. Most people on here, in fact, probably 99.9% will tell you how life-changing it's been for them and for me. I can only speak for myself. So yeah, if you think of doing it, enjoy it. Bye.